Folks, intelligence source. And we title this President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo's attempt to hold on to power exposed. The frontline deep throats intelligence source, coupled with our Trojan horse, has uncovered a flip-flop, slope, emotional-driven President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo in his last-minute bid to plunge the country into a state of abyss. The American natural said the frontline show no ensani and nine akwa pick near maybe a Eddie Eko baby said Ansha President-elect John Dramani Mahama may not be sworn in January 7th. Etra anamotuobia ekoso. Sa anamotuoya ekosi enemanti yekadiyeke. Na me kwaku me sorry am kasaba sabasa o se wo ye Ghana ni sabri na wo hwe me na me fa de say e break akra me share program ya se basis sabri. If you want to put my job to test, and two, if you want to critique my job, a quite also bet me a critique. However, may I say and maintain, sir, be no media to a form one Sadiano and Yading has not come to pass. Or Yenya who says was ampa asana kwekukan and a crack. Which one? How many national security reports have I not put on the table? Ni nara embem. Atemi. Then also my name whom recount me can't someone any the crown. But folks, Jay Kebiano, Ghana for me say we taking it serious. Now, President Akufo-Addo be hand you over. But the more call baby anomakro. This calculation is on the war drawing board in the inner corridors of the presidency as they prepare to unleash the war birds. They prepare to unleash the war birds to stir confusion, leading to anarchy. And ultimately, this will lead to the declaration of what we call states of emergency. This, therefore, will lead to the Akufo-Addo's government would have to stay in power while it would have to stay in power a while longer, whilst the president-elect would be hanging in balance. And folks, I tell you, this is pretty dangerous. Information I am picking it to say, arrangement way, leading to what we call state of emergency. And what the drawing board so at the presidency, one more year for rehearsals. See the American year, one more year for rehearsals. Yes. And easy, sir. Rehearsals no more year except they are gauging the space as to whether or not, sir, they should press the state of emergency button or they will not press it. But you cannot also press the state of emergency button easy. There must be what you call the precursor one, or if you like, the precipice. Because without any precipitation, listen to me, Ghanaians, without any precipice, you cannot press the emergency button in this country. Yeah. So in other words, what you call the war birds, who may be unleashed against the backdrop of this state of emergency, are also on standby. Whilst they are also working hard, they are working their ass off to see to it how possible state of emergency will be declared. Yes. Now, state of emergency, so many declare, one declare, a day and a memo making us. Now, in some circles of the NPP, some of them believe that the candidates Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia conceded so early. And then you cross the no. So what so that from what they're making, the one. Just that NPP telephone may be removed. The candidates Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia did something they will tell you that is politically incorrect. And then one more kind of but Another school of thought also believes that Bawumia did the right thing. So right now, there is no avenue or space for what you call the precursor to any state of emergency. Now, what is left now on their drawing board, ASM, parliamentary seats in Akano, would become a secure avenue to stir this controversy. Now, someone and one, and not just say, Siciano, Osami, and Saoma Dredgery, the tension in Saoma Dredgery, and notwithstanding only in Saoma Dredgery to be that of isolated cases. No, there are about several constituencies within. Mika say, NDC for Ariata, so I think Tema West, ho baby, and be bright, and they can say, and be bright, no so they are towards the hey, 7 December, Wamuso Mirror Parliament House. And there are several of these constituencies that make us say tension is brewing there. Now they will intend to use some constituencies way as the precursor to what? Trigger or press the state of emergency. By way of send the panel muku sa constituency one. So when you attempt to obey Samonibia, there is the standby, what I call or what I've already described, the war beds. The war beds means what? Their military attachment, their military deployments. Mind you, this is not the time where we make us so we don't need the military men at the polling station. No. And you're different from Zed. We don't need military men in town. No? Right now, it's no longer a polling station. Now, it's the nation and the free for all. So, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces will tell you to know there is some confusion in town, and this confusion way does not warrant or to let you know that it is beyond the threshold of the Ghana police. Therefore, the military should go and what? Calm the situation down. Once the military, ever crop, no one will calm tension down. It will lead to what you call a sporadic shocks. I can only do this with Ghanaians. Senior Beya, you will not find yourself or you will not be caught in the crossfire. Or you may not be caught in the melee. Something is in the making. Ghanaians, don't take it as a joke. Now, Ebra, then they deploy the military into it. 10 or whatever, 10 to 8 or what, depending how many. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Enough for the president to press the state of emergency button. Case closed. And when the state of emergency button is pressed out, what it means is that automatically President Adedankwa Akufo-Addo would continue or will remain the president sitting on the seat until whatever. And this is Africa. Trust me. Our intelligence team within and outside the domain are watching the situation carefully and closely with the sharp lenses. We are also watching the situation very close with our sharp lenses and everything that entails. At this juncture, we call on His Eminence Ibn Chambers. Yes. Honorable Ibn Chambers, His Eminence. We are also calling on ECOWAS, Economic Committee of West Africa. We are calling on them. We are also calling on ECOMOC. And then last, calling on United Nations and all the international stakeholders in Ghana's just ended election 2024, right? To be on the alert to figure out this impending explosion so that Obi Ameka Kukwana, you are lying. No. I've called on all these eminent institutions, including His Eminence Ibn Chambers, all of them. May say, wake up, be on the alert. Begin to pick the intelligence on the ground. What is in the making? This impending explosion. Ghana for Mama Fenya Agro. wants history to be in the making. No. Yempe history be in the making. Why would I say this? And I reference Laurent Gbagbo. Laurent Gbagbo, who became president of Ivory Coast in 2000. During his presidency, he grappled with civil war and an extended period of what? Disunity after disputes that he lost on election in November 2010. He refused to step down, which led to a political crisis that threatened to reunite civil war in the midst of accelerating conflict. Yeah, Laurent Gbagbo, ABC, Asem American, and yet Abosebikao, ABC, our just neighbor here, Ivory Coast, ABC, honor, Laurent Gbagbo, ABC, Ivory Coast. Election 2000, he won, or he did not, or see we didn't win. And what he did basically was that he plunged the nation called Ivory Coast into war, a civil war, and Asem Ketwa. Ghana for Munya Muhu de Koso. The second person I can reference, President Yaya Jammeh of Gambia, when he attempted not to hand over power to the president-elect. And you see in DC on other one. And tonight, Yaya Jammeh and see next. And the list goes on and on and on. Tonight, we are calling on the eminent persons and bodies to sit with the President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo to consider this as a national exercise and what an obligatory and also a force enshrined in the 1992 Constitution. And may I say, Mr. President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, this is what? A non-compromise situation. He is obligated to do it, and there is nothing he can do. Yes, Mr. President. On the 7th December, President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, he cannot do anything except to hand over power to the president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Period. And may I say to the MPP, and also